Good morning, ladies. Looks like it's only ladies that want to make money today. I like it. Yeah, like Bernie said, I've been around a long time, and I can probably resonate with all of you wherever you're at in your journey. If you're is anybody like new to the career, just getting your license, just getting started? Or you? Okay, awesome. Do we have some veterans, been in the game for a couple years, many years? Couple years? Too long? Cool. Too long? Okay, I'm in the too long category. Good. Okay, great. Well, I can resonate with all of you, even you, Cynthia. I remember what it was like to be brand new. I've kind of been has anybody ever been to a restaurant where there's like bussers and servers? I've kind of done that. Like when I got into the game back in 2011, I was an assistant. My job was to put up signs, lock boxes, fill out MLS reports. Like we didn't even have DocuSign back then. So been around a while. I've experienced everything from being on teams, leading teams, being a coach for brokerage. So I'm here as faculty of Fidelity to help you guys be better at open houses. Or I should say you ladies, because open houses work. They really do. Who loves open houses, or maybe do you hate open houses? Is that why you're here to get better, or are we indifferent? Any opinion on them? Teresa?
I love open houses.
Good, good.
But they're work, and I want to know what's going to maximize my time.
Awesome, awesome. Hey, good morning. How about you ladies? Have you done so, Sheeta? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Are you you're newer? Have you done open houses?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I did them a lot, and I feel like I did them a lot in the summer, so I got kind of burnt out.
Yeah.
And the worst part of an open house is putting out the signs, especially in heels.
Oh yeah, I can imagine for sure.
So
Yeah.
But I like them because I kind of treat it like my office. So if there's no one coming in, it's still just a place to work from.
Good.
But it's just the signs. That's all.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to teach you ladies today that's something that I genuinely think you probably haven't heard of before, to where if somebody comes into your open house, I recognize you. You've been before, haven't you? You're just back for more, huh? You liked it that much last time?
Yes, and for this question, I love open houses, and I host 2 open houses per week.
Love it. Okay, good. Welcome. So I'm going to teach you guys from the ground up, right? What I actually do that works in any market. I'm going to be simple, tactical, straight to the point, and I'm going to give you scripts that will come across as very natural. They will be very genuine. They will be very valuable, because nobody likes a script. Have you ever been taught a script in real estate where you're like, I don't know if that's really like true, or that doesn't resonate with me? Yeah? Okay, I don't teach that. I teach stuff that works, because being a good salesperson is something that you should embrace. The power of being a really good salesperson doesn't mean you are Wolf of Wall Street, just closing people because you don't care. It means you're so passionate about being a salesperson that you're so prepared to give such a high level of value. Why wouldn't somebody want to work with you? So I'm going to kind of change your guys' mind on maybe your opinion on being a salesperson and what it means to be a good salesperson. Because if you've ever had a good salesperson in any sort of field, like buying a car, who's ever experienced a really good salesperson? Have you guys ever experienced that, what it's like? It's awesome. One of the last 2 cars ago that I bought, the salesperson that got my business, I knew in the first 2 minutes, this lady is a trained salesperson. Not because she was cheesy, she wasn't hitting me with scripts, but I'm like, she's going deep into discovery. Why do I want the car? Why am I here? What attracted me to it? Do I know anything about it? I'm like, this lady's dialed in. She's for sure gonna get my business. I had an outstanding experience, okay? So I'm gonna teach you all that, how you can walk away with a really good knowledge in closing people, okay? So first things first, what if I told you that your open houses, your success rate actually starts with what I can find out if I stalk you? Would you guys believe that? Because it's true, okay? You said open houses are like your business. Correct. It's kind of like open up your business and setting up shop. Now let's say I go into Sheeta's business and I walk in, I have a great experience with you. I'm like, she's smart, she's well-dressed, she gave me some value. You know, I didn't like the house, but maybe I'd consider working with her. And then I pull up my phone and I Google you. Your Instagram's private, Facebook's private, you don't have a YouTube, don't see any Google reviews, your website's kind of janky. Does that encourage me to come back to your business?
Nope.
And then I go to Jill's open house the same day. I like her just as much. She's just as nice. She's dressed just as pretty. And I look up Jill. Jill's got 50 Google reviews. I can see her Instagram. which has her videos, her family, her kids, her dog, her cat. I see her website. I see proof that other people are using her and trust her. As much as I loved going to your business, she's going to get my business. You guys get where I'm going? Okay. So you're going to learn about open houses, but you're going to learn from the bottom up because I can teach you some really great stuff. But what I would hate for you to happen is you hit them with these great scripts. You hit them with the great process that I teach you. And then they leave and they stalk you. And your hard work doesn't pay off just because you didn't put in the time to really showcase your business. It's just like, I'm sure you ladies wouldn't go to a restaurant, or you gentlemen wouldn't go to a restaurant if you didn't look it up on Google or Yelp and it didn't have enough reviews, photos, videos, right? You guys not stalk places before you go to them, right? Everybody does. Okay, so my first point is, for open house success, you need to set up your online store. Meaning if I Google you, what does your store look like? So point number one is your online storefront, because everything is digital. And again, I come from a time, that's why I'm getting a couple gray hairs here and there, when I didn't have Instagram, I didn't have TikTok, I didn't have Facebook. I've been around in the short sale foreclosure days. Probably you ladies know about that. I started on foreclosures, like, trust me. And I'm so into social media now, it's crazy. However, this is super key with open houses. So what do I mean by your online storefront? I mean, you should set up your Google My Business page. You should collect reviews. You know who can give you a free review? Bernie. There's your first 5-star review. Who doesn't have a Google business page? Be honest. You guys all have them? Do you have reviews?
Ask me if I know how to access it myself.
Cool.
I know I have it.
Yes. Okay. So on our team, in our group, we set up all of this stuff for you within our, like, we basically teach you all this stuff. So I'm going to teach you as much as I can within an hour. So I can't teach you. That gentleman back there does all that for everybody on our team. He does all of our social media, creates videos, creates content for everybody in our team, sets it up. So I don't do it. He does it. He does it for everybody. However, you should set up a Google My Business page. Okay. You should collect reviews. You can get a review from this handsome gentleman right there. Right? And then maybe you could give, I'm assuming Fidelity has a review page. Yes. You could probably give Fidelity a 5-star review for putting on these classes with these instructors, okay? The next thing is your social profile, your social media. And I promise we're gonna get super tactical, but I just need to teach you this first because I promise you, people are stalking you. I've literally seen this happen to people. They follow everything I teach and they're not closing. And I'm like, well, dude, I looked you up. I can't even find you anywhere online. It looks like you're fake. I don't even know if you're a real estate agent, right? So your social profiles, can people connect with you? Love it or hate social media, it's there. It's not going anywhere, right? Us people who've been around in the business for a while have tried to fight it for 5, 10 years, whatever. You can fight it all you want, or you can embrace and learn and adapt and realize, I don't need to be famous on social media. I just need to have a presence out there. I just need to have people be able to know me, like me, and trust me through my social content, which means have your social media out there, have it not private, have everything public, and don't be boring. You don't need 2 different pages. You don't need like Cynthia's personal page and then Cynthia's business page. No, you don't need. Do you need 2 pages? No, he's a social media guru. People hire him left and right. You do not need 2 pages. All of this is going to lead me to where we're going to go, which is how to set up your open house, how to market it, how to close people. But I feel this is important to teach you first before we drive down that road. Okay? So your social profiles. If somebody goes into an open house and then they find you on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, which is all of them, is it a pain in the butt to set all this stuff up? Yeah, it's exhausting. I get worn out doing it. But you know what I love is when people come to my open house and they stalk me and they're like, oh, wow, he's really actually legit. It makes them feel even more comfortable. Like, yeah, I can't believe we found that guy. We just stumbled upon him on an open house and now like he's our guy. It's cool because that really happens. It works, okay? So your social profiles, have fun with them. Share your personal life, share your business life, share successes. Don't post just listed, just sold. This is not a social media class, but if somebody goes into your open house, if Bernie comes into my open house and he looks my social media stuff and it looks the same as everybody else, which is like, open house, just listed, just sold. He doesn't really know anything about me. He doesn't know I love golf. He doesn't know I'm way too obsessed with my dog. He doesn't know all this crazy stuff, that's also true. He doesn't know anything to where he can resonate with, connect with me as a real human being, not this like realtor dressed up in an open house, okay? So your online storefront, show that you're in business, that you're ready to accept customers, that you have reviews, that other people have used you, that you're trustworthy, then get your social profiles going, okay? From there, then we can get into setting up an open house. What I would encourage you guys, do you ladies like to farm certain areas? Are there certain parts of towns that you like to work and stay within? What area do you like to work in?
I'm in Mesa, Dobson Ranch.
Okay, great. Cool little golf course. Great place, right?
Contained.
So if I was going to do open houses, and I guess this depends on how you want to run your business because our team serves all over the valley, but if I was going to try and cater to a specific area, I would be doing open houses repeatedly in the same zip code so people see my signs often. Okay, there's strategy behind this. So if you're going to do them regularly, if I wanted to take over Dobson Ranch, Teresa, I would do open houses in the same area. And what brokerage area? It doesn't matter, but okay, HomeSmart's got 1 million listings probably, right? There's probably enough. Like my brokerage, we have 1,500 listings. There's enough to where I can choose them in the repeated area. So think tactical about your open houses. Think about, okay, am I going to just start picking them in random areas? Or maybe if every weekend I rotate around a rotation in my same area, all of a sudden people who are out driving by that live there have now seen your signs 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row. Even if they're not your listings, they're like, this Teresa lady's all over. She must know the area. That encourages people to come see you or come call you because they've seen your signs. Do you ladies see the power in that? Super simple. Okay, now marketing them. I think that if you were going to open up your store for business, you would probably want to let people know about it before you open your doors, right? If you opened up a coffee shop or whatever, a shoe store, purse store, whatever, golf store, most of those companies, if not all of them, don't just open up their doors and then hope people come in. They do what's called pre-marketing. Do any of you ladies do any type of pre-marketing for your open houses? Yes, awesome. What kind of pre-marketing do you do?
I put it on my Google business page.
Fantastic.
I put it on, obviously, MLS from a week before, all over my socials, but I feel like I could do more.
Okay. Where do you feel like you could do more? Great answer. I like it. There's no right or wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, maybe like LinkedIn, I don't do that. I don't even go on there, which I need to work on. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more places that I need to, because a lot of the times, like, some of my open houses, there'll be a lot of people, and then some of them it'll just be me, myself, and I. And I feel like there's something that I'm missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe because it was summer and it was hot.
What if there was a easy, I won't say script, talk track. What if there was an easy talk track that you could use that I could teach you, that you could call people in the neighborhood that's very genuine? And what if there was a company that maybe does escrow that could give you a list of these people that you could call? I think I know somebody that could give you a list. Okay, so here's what I would call a really good circle prospecting list. You guys already know this, but so you say, hey, Bernie, can you give me 20, 30, 50 people? You don't have to take a list of 1,000 people, get overwhelmed. Call 20 people, 30 people. And what I would typically pull was people who have owned their home for 7 years or more. They have 30% or more in equity, and they're an owner-occupant, not a LLC. Like he can give you that data, and then you have these phone numbers, and you can call them. So why would I want to call them? Because I want them to come over and meet me in case they want to sell their house. Because an open house isn't just about buyers. It's just about getting deals and getting business, period. Because it's a great way. It's an audition to get more sellers if you do it the right way. Okay. So what could you possibly say? Does anybody do any circle prospecting? Has anybody tried it before? Anybody have any good scripts?
I do, but I'm going to defer to you.
What do you say? Go ahead and share. It's probably good. I'd love to hear it. I can tweak it, give you some tips, and then I'll share mine. My classes are interactive. Some people will stand up here and just teach. I'm going to pick on you too. So sorry.
I just want to let you know I'm in the neighborhood. I have an open house. Would love to meet you and hear more about the neighborhood. Stop on by.
Awesome.
Simple.
Super simple. Easy. I like it. I think we could build on it. Okay. So I don't think it's bad at all. I think it's nice. It feels genuine. It feels like it matches your personality. I think if we gave a little bit more call to action, like interwoven into there, what I'm going to share with you, I think you could build right into your call and you could have success. So when I would call people, what I would suggest that you would do is say something like, you could say, hey, Bernie, hey, this is just Alex. I'm helping your neighbor Derek out. Do you have 30 seconds? And he's like, what? Who's this? Oh, it's just Alex. I'm actually working with your neighbor down the street. He's selling his house, and I was hoping you could help me out. The reason is I am holding an open house this weekend, and I'm sure you get a lot of calls, but every time I hold an open house, I have neighbors and people come through. I have prospective buyers that love the neighborhood just like you do, but they don't like the floor plan that I have. So the reason for my call is if somebody comes through on Saturday and they love the neighborhood and they want to buy, but they don't like this floor plan, have you by chance had any thoughts of maybe selling this year just in case like that floor plan doesn't fit? I figured I'd give you a call just to see like if you've had any thoughts. If I have a really good buyer, would you be interested in speaking with them? Did you notice I looked at the ground? Because that's a phone call, right? You're not looking at somebody in the eyes. So that's a really good little script right there, just to say, hey, when I hold an open house, a lot of people come through. They love the neighborhood just like you did, but they don't always love the floor plan that I'm going to be offering on Saturday. If I have a buyer that really wants to move here, they're qualified, they're serious, but they want to look at a couple of options, would you be interested in me connecting you with that buyer just in case you've had any thoughts of selling? That's not annoying. That's honest. That's genuine. Because that does happen. Has that ever happened to you guys? Oh, we want to move into Augusta Ranch, but this floor plan just doesn't work. What if, here's why this script is so powerful. Somebody does come to Dobson Ranch and that actually does happen. And you're like, well, hold on. Thanks for coming. I have another family down the street. They're not on the market yet. They did say they would entertain an offer. Would you be interested in their address? Now you can capture that buyer. Now you can capture that seller. And imagine if every open house you just called 10, 15, 20 people in the neighborhood. And all you're saying is, basically, if I could wrap it up in a bow, don't overcomplicate it. Hey, I'm doing an open house. When I do them, people come. People love the neighborhood. If somebody comes in and they want to move here, but they don't like that house, would you be interested in talking with them in case you want to sell in the next year? Super simple. There you go.
Have you ever worked in new builds?
No.
Yeah, you would be so good in that.
Oh, yeah, no, never worked in new builds. Yeah. I'm always thinking creatively. My brain is always thinking, how can I bring people value? How can I have a genuine conversation where somebody's not going to get pissed off at me calling them? And I don't have to feel like I'm fake on the phone. I don't have to feel like I'm annoying them on the phone, And then if you have a good call, let's say that they're like, yeah, okay, cool. Hey, so great. I've got your address. But before I let you go, when I'm done with the open house on Saturday, if somebody doesn't come through, no big deal, but would you be opposed to me swinging by after the open house? What I could do is bring you an actual home report to show you exactly what your home is worth if and when you do decide to sell. That way, I'm already going to be in the area since you have thought about selling. When I'm done at 2 o'clock, would you be opposed to me swinging by for 15, 20 minutes? I'll actually have a report ready for you, a personalized game plan to get your home sold when you're ready, an exact idea of what your home was worth. Would that be helpful if I swung by and dropped that off? Yeah, that'd be great. Just book the listing appointment.
You got a printer at the open house?
Oh, I do it. Well, you could. They're mobile. That's a great idea. It's a great idea. I've never brought a printer at an open house, but it's a great idea. But if I had that conversation before where one of those neighbors is like, yeah, I guess I would sell in the next year, because some people are pretty laid back. Some people will say, yeah, I guess I would sell. I don't know. We thought about it, but we're like not ready for a year. Okay, hey, no worries. But if somebody's like super serious, they're flexible on closing, they're not in a rush, you would be interested in at least talking to those people? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we do. We need more space. Kids are growing up. Their house is getting a little cramped. Okay, great. Well, I'm really glad I did take the time to call and connect with you today. I think this could be super helpful. Then I have that permission. Then I can go for those other closes, right? Is this helpful so far? If you get in a routine like this, now your open houses are less likely to be ghost town. What, it's Sheeta, not Shida, Sheeta? Okay, what Sheeta said before was great. She posts them on her Google business page, her Facebook, like all that stuff you can do. And then if you do the circle prospecting, and then through doing these in the same neighborhood, all of a sudden you're calling, you're posting it on social media, they're on your Google page, all of a sudden these people are starting to know you, they look at you, the local expert, right? Is that helpful so far? So when they come in to your open house, here's where I think it's make or break, all right? And I don't wear this in an open house. This is just because I'm teaching today and I'm not dressing up. However, I don't think this is as much of an issue with women. I think you all generally dress better from what I've seen in open houses. So I don't have to go down this rabbit hole too much, but I think if you're gonna hold an open house, you should be dressed like a professional. You should have everything out ready. You should have like your value proposition. I even have my resume. I have comps, I have the MLS sheet, and I have my favorite thing that I get from Jill that I forgot to bring today. Do you have any of those brown binders here? You like the leather things? Yeah, could you grab one for me? Because this is something cool. So when somebody comes in, I'll tell you how I greet them, but what I like to have available is obviously like pretty flyers. I don't force them to sign in right away, but I have stuff set up that looks like I'm open for business. Usually I go into open houses just to like scout people sometimes, and usually it's really underwhelming. Like they have maybe some MLS sheets in black and white, maybe a sign-in sheet. A lot of the guys, I hate to say it, are like jeans and an untucked shirt and like a $3 million house. I'm not worried about you ladies, but my takeaway is this is your audition to make $10, $15, $20, $30,000. You should be dressed and you should be mentally prepared to win. When they come in, you should think, okay, if they go see 5 other open houses, I want them to know that everything that I have on the table here, everything that they see, they feel, they experience with me is high level, is trustworthy, is a competitive advantage, is going to help me win. That's the feeling, is I want them to feel like I can help them win, okay? So Jill's gonna bring me a prop because I'm gonna show you the other things that I have to offer. But when they come in, my greeting is always the same. Hey, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you keeping me company today. Just curious, how did you find out about me today? Was it the signs or did you see it online, like advertised on Zillow? That's my question. Do you guys know why, or do you ladies know why I asked that question?
You want to know what's working for you.
I want to know what's working, but I want to do what's called pre-qualifying my people into one of 2 buckets, okay? If they say, oh, we were just driving by, we saw the signs, we thought we'd pop in. Great, they're still a valuable lead. But they didn't come with the intent on their Saturday morning to necessarily come see me or see the house. Doesn't mean they're not a deal. Doesn't mean they're not a hot prospect. But if Teresa comes in and she says, oh yeah, we saw the open house on Zillow, what does that tell you? They're focused on it. She specifically skipped Saturday brunch or Sunday football or whatever it is to take time out of their day to come see the house. That's a hot prospect. Am I right? So I'm pre-qualifying them into one of 2 buckets. Then that tells me how I need to speak to them, how I need to cater my conversation accordingly, right? So then I say, great, thanks so much. Here's some information about the house. I'm going to tell you the 3 things that I love about it that I thought you should be aware of. And then go ahead and take a tour. I'll be around. I'll come check on you. I just have one favor to ask before you're done. Just come meet me back here, wherever it is, wherever I'm standing, like the kitchen. Come meet me back in the kitchen. I just want to be sure I get some feedback from my seller, and then I'll let you on your way, but I'm here for help with anything you need. And then I go, boom, boom, boom. Here are my 3 favorite things, and then I let them start walking. I didn't force them to sign in yet. Yay, thank you. I promise I'll give it back.
Yeah, it's okay.
That'll come in handy. You'll see why. So I didn't force them to sign in. I didn't force them to write on an iPad. I didn't do any of that yet because I don't need to, because I'm so good. They're going to want to give me the information. It's true. I promise. I'm not cocky. I'm just confident. I'm so polished at what I do, and you can do the same thing. You can do the same thing. Okay. So they take a tour. And you can gauge them, you can pop in and out with them, interact with them if they're very friendly, if they seem connect with you, you could walk around, you could ask them questions. It depends. If you're flooded with people in the open house, you might not have that opportunity. Sometimes you only get a 30-second shot at closing these people. So how are you going to close them? How are you going to be different? That's what's got to go through your head is if they're coming into your open house, what actually makes you different? It's not, I'll tell you what it's not. I've been doing this for 20 years, or I always care about my clients. I'm available 24/7. I love my job. It's not about the commission. That doesn't work. They don't care about that. That's just people, human nature. That sounds nice, and I'm sure you mean well. That's not how you close somebody, okay? So if I were to ask you what makes you different, like, can any of you answer, like, why should I hire you versus Joe and Sue, Sally down the street? Do any of you have like a polished answer? Okay, great. I'm so glad you're here because now you will. It's okay. This is how my classes are. So when they come back to the kitchen and they're all done, I ask them 2 questions. The first question is, hey, what'd you think about the house? Can you give me some feedback? I just want to know everything that I possibly can because my goal is to get this house sold and really help our seller. So feedback, love it or hate it, just tell me everything. And I've got a piece of paper and I'm writing stuff down. They can see I'm a professional, I'm taking notes, okay? That shows intent, that shows that I'm alive, that I actually care about my job. Most people are like, yeah, so what do you think about the house? You like it? I have a Fidelity notepad thingy. You don't have to go get it, but it's on the little, they come in a Fidelity pack and they have like a board backing, their sign-in sheets. I'm writing notes and I'm doing my job. So like, oh, this guy is very attentive. He's asking me questions. He must actually like care about what he does. And if you guys think this sounds common sense, it's not. Go into 5 open houses this weekend. Nobody's going to do any of this stuff. They're just not. They're not. It's like becoming a really good realtor is it's a lost art almost. I sound old, but it is. It's like so much now about how many views can you get on social media, but do you even know how to be good at like real estate, comping, analysis? Like, do you even know anything about sales? It's kind of getting lost. So if you can embrace what it means to be a really good realtor, gosh, you're gonna make a lot of money. People can feel it, they can sense it, they can just feel, oh, this guy like knows what he's doing. Okay, so the second question that's super, super important. Are you ready for the magic? This is the secret sauce. The second question I ask is, I say, hey, last question before you go. I love getting people a good deal. That's my favorite thing about real estate is finding the best deal. So everybody that comes through my open houses, I love to ask them and get feedback. Where are you finding the best deals right now? And what I mean by that is like, where are you finding off-market homes, discounted properties, assumable loans, like all the stuff that's not on the MLS, it's not open houses. I'm sure you have somebody sending you guys deals. Like, where are you guys finding the best off-market and discounted properties right now? What do you think they're going to say? They don't have that. Have you guys ever heard anybody offer that?
It's actually brilliant.
I know.
Dang it.
I know.
Give it to you.
I know. Thank you.
My pleasure.
She's awesome. Give Jill a 5-star review. So this is the thing. I'm writing stuff down, and then they say, well, what do you mean discounted properties? And I say, well, I would say I just assume that you're probably working with somebody. Like, do you know what professional home buyers do when they buy real estate for a living? And they say, no. Say, professional home buyers don't just look at the MLS, Zillow, which is true. Do you guys know what a professional home buyer is? Do they just look at the MLS?
No.
But realtors only look at the MLS. What are we doing, gals? Sorry, what are we doing, right? So you
I
say,
don't think I've ever heard them called professional home buyers, though.
but they are, right?
Well, even that's magical.
I know. I'm so glad you're here. Because I feel like what I teach actually works, and I'm not full of shit, excuse my language, but like a lot, you go to these seminars, you go to these conferences, and you're like, do you even do that? There's no way you even say that to clients, because this works, and it's true. I say, well, what I'm referring to, and they're like, well, what do you mean? No, nobody's ever shown me that. I'm saying, well, with our clients, here's where you're going to love this. You're like, this guy's crazy.
No.
I took one of the books I got from Jill, and this cover says Living Arizona, Private Client Off-Market Inventory. It's our off-market homes.
Oh my God.
It's sitting there right in your face. I say, this is all of our inventory for our private clients. And of course, they want it. And I say, if you'd like to go over that with me, I'm happy to share it with you. I cannot give you access to that list. Agents try and get it. People try and get it all the time. However, it's reserved for our private clients. The reason is those sellers actually do want to sell their house. They just don't want to be blasted all over. So we need to make sure our private clients get access to them. What I can do is I'm done with the open house in about an hour. I've got time tonight. I've got like 20 minutes. I'm pretty busy, but at 5 o'clock, I've got like 20 minutes. We could jump on a Zoom call. If you think it would be helpful, I can show you exactly where to find off-market homes, assumable loans. I can show you what it really looks like to get a deal buying a house in 2026. And then I can show you like a playlist of all of this stuff put together. Would that be helpful if we just got on a Zoom call and I'll show you how to basically win compared to all the other buyers out there? They say yes. They always say yes. I didn't need to ask them to sign in. My biggest takeaway, I'd like you guys, you gals, to become critical thinkers about real estate. My biggest takeaway that I would like you to feel from coming to my class isn't just about open houses today. It's about becoming a critical thinker. Instead of figuring out the coolest way to get somebody to sign in, like, oh, I use my iPad, I use my CRM, I use this open house sheet. What if you used critical thinking so in depth that your value was so good that people wanted to share their information? Wouldn't that make more sense? Is this helpful so far? So that's my close. And then I actually do have off-market homes because we have off-market homes. That's a whole nother class. I don't have time to show you all of that stuff, but I have all of this stuff. Now, imagine you actually went to an open house and I was dressed up, ready to go, attentive, taking notes, asking you questions, friendly, not hungover the night before like half these agents out there. I have my off-market homes. I'm asking you discovery questions. I'll give you a golden line. Do all of you ladies know what discovery means? All your money in real estate is made in discovery. That means the more time that you spend discovering truly what they want, why they even came to the open house, why they even want to buy a house, all money is made in discovery. When you can understand that concept, when you're talking with them, when you're talking about the off-market homes, when you're live with them, if you can master the art of discovery, which is present, looking them in the eyes, asking them questions. Why do you even want to buy a house in the first place? Why not rent? Like what's caused you to possibly think about buying in the first place? You know, why is Dobson Ranch the right place for you? Why would you pick Dobson Ranch over another area, right? People are so quick to be like, oh, do you have an agent, right? Discovery is where you make your money in real estate. Discovery makes you a good salesperson. Discovery makes you a good real estate agent. And that's what it means to be a good salesperson. You ladies with me so far? Cool. So I'll give you one more close, and then I'll show you how to wrap up and how to follow up with them. The other close is, do you ever run into first-time buyers in your open houses who are maybe a little hesitant? They don't know the process. They're not quite ready to get started. Have you ever run into that before?
Or you don't know.
Or you don't know.
Who they are.
Yeah, or you don't know who they are. Yeah, exactly. Discover that. But if you run into somebody who's like, oh, well, we're just getting started. We're renting. We're not sure. Hey, great. You remind me of a lot of the people that I've been helping recently. Since you are renting and you haven't bought a house yet, would it be helpful if I sent you a playlist? It's actually on YouTube. I'm surprised. You may have seen it already. I know they haven't because it's mine. Hint. But I say, would it be helpful if I sent you a YouTube playlist? It's perfect for somebody like you who's kind of on the fence, not sure, but what it does is it's going to break down exactly how the process of buying a home looks, how to get a good deal, what to look for in a neighborhood, all the cost. I have it right here on my phone. I can text you that playlist. Would that be helpful? You guys can watch it tonight. And I think that might help you figure out if buying or renting is right for you. I have a YouTube playlist because he made it for me. That thing converts people so good, so good, insanely good. I texted to him. I said, great, thanks for coming by. See you later. Majority of the people text me later. Usually the same day, if not the day later. Hey, my wife and I sat down and watched this playlist. We'd love for you to help us. Like I could write down recent closings within the last 6 months where I did that. They call me later or they call me the next day. Hey, we loved your playlist. We actually have another house we wanted to see. Can you go show it to us? I I don't even know their name sometimes because I just text them the playlist, right? This is what makes your open houses more effective. Why it's worth it to go out there in these heels in 100-degree heat and set up these dang signs. So if you're going to do that, and I agree with you, it sucks setting up. I hate setting up open house signs. It sucks. But if I'm going to go through all that, like when in the summer, I bring like multiple shirts. I'm like, I'm going to sweat through the first shirt just setting up my sign, right? Setting up my signs. But if I'm going to do all that, I should have like a real process at converting people. And everything I teach you works. I do it. It's genuine. It's honest. There's nothing I said that's not true. There's nothing I said that doesn't actually help them win. And I would argue that unless you've been coached by me in one of my classes, you're in my team or like my little network and my brokerage, you probably have little to no competition doing this. Or maybe you've come to Fidelity, thanks to Jill and Bernie, right? I'm sorry, did you have a question? Okay.
Oh, the playlist that you sent.
Yeah.
Is that your own videos, like things
Mhm.
that you? Okay, so it's like your YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all you.
Yeah. I can, if you email or text me, I can send you send you a link so you can look at it.
Okay.
Send you everything. I have nothing to hide. I literally give everything I do away because he knows.
Go on YouTube and type his name
Yeah.
in Alexander Pruitt.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Go on the
Thank you.
playlist and you'll see the one.
And the reason I share, I don't hold anything back because 90% of people come to these classes and they don't do it.
So it's not a risk.
It's no risk, Not really. I mean, good luck. And the cool part is do you have to copy everything I do today? No. My hope is that maybe you took 1 nugget, 2 nuggets, 3 nuggets, and you're like, okay, I like that. Like maybe I could sprinkle in a little bit of what he does into whatever I already do, right? That's the beauty of real estate. Have fun with it. Make it your own. Do your own systems. A good follow-up, because I only got 2 more minutes left, and then I'll open up for some questions. A great way to follow up is what I would call an on-the-run video. He does that really well. On-the-run video looks like this. Don't be scared. You look great. Your hair's fine. Hey, Cynthia, thanks so much for coming through my open house today. I have here in my notes that you were looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Dobson Ranch. I wanted to send you a quick video message to let you know I found 3 off-market options. Let me know if you have time to chat later about those homes. Send them a video. Don't overthink it. You don't worry about how your voice sounds or your hair, your makeup, or whatever. Just pick up the phone and send them a video. Thank them for coming by. Show them that you paid. Here's what I want you to take notes with the video. It's quick. It's straight to the point. Don't overthink it. Just be yourself and say, thank you for coming in. I remember what you said was important because I'm sharing it in this video. You said you wanted a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a pool in Dobson Ranch. And then here's why you should call me back. Because I got 3 off-market ones that are a great fit. Look, yep.
Can I take that one step further?
Yeah.
I always try to be in the place of the home that they love. So if they like backyard, kitchen,
Oh, yeah.
anything like that. And does everybody have an iPhone? You can record it as soon as they leave so you don't forget that information and schedule it to send later that evening.
Oh, yeah, you can schedule texts on iPhone, which is really cool. Yeah.
Because if they're going out, right, running errands and stuff like that.
Gosh, these things, is that clock right? These things go by fast. Dang, man. Did you ladies get some value today?
Yep.
Any questions for me? You can connect with me on social media, just my name, Alex Pruitt, Instagram. We have lots to share, whatever you need to help. I do these, once a month. But yeah, hopefully you found it helpful. Definitely utilize Fidelity. I only do this with one title company. I only do this with Fidelity. They've supported me for years. I got their back. So there's my time. But I would say, I'm happy you're here. You're with the right partners. You're with the right people. You're with the right group. But go out, have fun. Don't overthink it. Don't beat yourself up. If you have 3 or 4 open houses that are a dud, just keep going. The 5th one's going to win, or the 6th one's going to win. Just stay persistent. Cool?
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks, ladies.